Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. This is the third part of the 6th trial. Let's get to it. I'm thinking this is the non-stop debate, right? Oh, no, it's a bullet time battle.
What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible! What? What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
No, but it's the photo, damn it! Ah!
What are you even talking about?
Yeah, it's the photo.
That's impossible! This should prove it.
Because her face was covered in all of them.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Yeah, but who else has those ostentatious twin tails? Like, come on.
Oh.
You're telling me you overlooked this detail? Are you kidding me?
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we got. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
Common to all these pictures. God, Hifumi is comically obese. I never noticed it in the sprite, but in those pictures he looks very, very, very fat.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko, which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed.
So Mukuro was inevitably wearing pads to make sure she had the boobs of Junko. Okay.
That the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
This is going all the way back, my god.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run.
There's more truth bullets I have stored, like Kyoko's stuff.
I'll prove everything, right now.
Apparently Kyoko's stuff doesn't matter right now. Okay, well, I'll be right back, because I have a feeling I will, We'll screw this up multiple times.
Here's exactly what happened. We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko and Oshima!
I've said it before and I'll say it again, I really like the stylization of these manga sequences.
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Tensions are rising. What could happen?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Yeah, I was wondering. We still haven't solved the mystery of the school. We figured out the killer's identity, the mastermind's identity, but not the mysteries.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
I like the hairpins. That's a nice touch.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
Oh my god. I did not imagine this is how Junko sounds.
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Nah, no, I don't want this.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? She's the real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day.
She sounds as monotonous as the twins from Nier, Devil and Popola. She has that same intonation.
It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face!
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. It was definitely before I got to the school. The first day in the main hall? That would make sense. No? Okay. Okay. In the headmaster's room? No? Okay. Looks like I'll just kill myself again.
I got it!
What?
That's right. It was before I ever came to this school.
Oh,
I remember seeing a magazine cover.
yeah, the magazine that I so feverishly went on about in the laundry room.
And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
Oh, I'm supposed to remember her dialogue? Photoshopped.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
We call those white lies.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
Ooh.
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
What a revelation.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
What a transformation, my god. Yeah, she's fitting to control Monokuma.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Alrighty.
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself! But if you're twins, why do you have different last names?
One of you was adopted, I don't know.
Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit?
I imagine it gets annoying.
Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
There are no barriers to despair.
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
What the hell is happening with you?
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with.
And then she was just shoehorned in.
Of course, The fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem.
Because of the combat capability?
She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
Okay.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away.
And you presented this character as Junko to bring a shock to the player. Huh.
Which is precisely why I killed her. To meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Don't judge others by your own standards. That's what Byakuya has said time and time again.
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
You're very amusing, you know that?
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring.
So this was like a variable that you decided to alter.
So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Oh no, why would my sister kill me? This wasn't supposed to... Yeah, why me?
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
Because she's the ultimate despair. Get with the program, kid.
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary.
You're gonna tell me that she was willing to die for your cause?
We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
And hope had no effect on you. Were you ever exposed to hope?
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it? That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that.
If this is one voice actress, well, I commend her.
Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness.
And she loved it.
I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
Well, what do you expect from the ultimate despair?
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right?
That is true. She only kills adorable little boys.
So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
I'm not sure what she's meaning by this, but okay.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
I love this girl.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries.
I don't imagine someone like Makoto saying something like damn straight.
And then, we'll have our victory!
That's more Makoto-like.
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
Then she's gonna be like, you figure it out, dumbass.
When the pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrancing exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
A few other things, eh? Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. The motives? I only have one heart left, so... The founding?
I got it!
Okay, well...
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
The movies, the secrets, the money... the revealing of the spy. I think that's it. Yeah.
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Monokuma gave us those DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive we were given was... human connections!
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships.
See, I thought it was something more general, like what's most important to you, but yeah, that okay, I see that.
For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill.
And to invoke despair.
But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question!
I can't help but laugh every time she transforms, it's just so jarring.
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Secrets. Personal secrets. Got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Mine mentioned how I used to wet the bed. So the theme that time was the past. The past, yes.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mon did what he did was to protect his secret.
And he also tried to protect Chihiro's secret, which was sweet of him.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Dosh. The reason Celeste turned to murder was she wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. So that time the motive for murder was greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
Also the loss of her personality. Well, not personality, her persona.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
So you can gaze upon the path of despair you once walked.
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Motive in the case of Sakura's death was, what was that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the theme of the motive in that first case was betrayal? Monokuma did say betrayal a lot in that chapter.
I got it!
Bada boom, baby.
In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
That was expressly intended to cause strife and murder.
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
I love it. Well, time to end this episode. I promise you I will be back. Thank you very much for watching. That was Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. It is available on Steam and the Vita for $30. The sequel Goodbye Despair is also available on Steam and the Vita for $30. I highly suggest you pick them up, if only to support Spike Chunsoft, who produces fantastic products. I believe they also do the Zero Escape series, 999 VLR and Zero Time Dilemma. I'll have to double check that. I believe they do develop those. Or do they only publish? I'll have to double check that. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Toodaloo.